This is a presentation of the BKI WDCG heated display case. The unit we're showing right now is a split case, self-service, full service. Note the short glass for the self-service side, and you'll note this is a surface warmer. By removing the stainless steel base, you'll show wells. All of our surface units have wells below that can be converted simply in the field to full wells or surface. With the addition of a divider bar, this will become a weld surface. Very simply done, and converts easily in the field. Note the pan in the third construction, and note the depth of the well. You can put a 5.5 or a 2.5 pan in there with no problem at all depth-wise, and a pan and a third, very important. And notice a clean look with the mirrored back and how beautiful that will be when it's full. Making sure that you never open the front glass when the unit is heated up with food in it. Here we're showing you the heating element for each well and the bulbs that light the full cavity. At no time will the bulb affect the temperature of the unit, and it is only controlled by the ceramic elements in the top of the unit. Each well has its own ceramic heater, so you're controlling the upper temperature and lower temperature of each well, not by a light, but by a full ceramic heater for each well, producing the best hold by product. And note the finish can be sprayed or stainless, and bumpers are available. Here's a look across the full service side to the self-service side. A very clean look, very bright, and will make your product jump with the lighting that's supplied with the WDCG. The sliding glass doors in the back are mirrored or non-mirrored. Mirrored is additional, and this is the cutting board material supplied with each of the WDCGs. Can be swung down to get closer to the box, or it can be removed completely for washing and then reinstalled simply by your customer. And note the panel. This is the access to the elements below the well. None of the elements go through the well. They're below the well, sandwiched in an aluminum billet, and simply plug in, plug out for simple replacement. And the same here on the right-hand panel. The panel is removed for easy access, and you'll note also that these cases can be wired single phase or three-phase in the field simply. Here's our on and off buttons. That's in the off position pushing the red, and the on position pushing the green. And for cases that are supplied with humidity control, when lit, add water to the well, and we'll show you the well in just a moment, for customers that require moist holds in a heated case. Notice the light, bright, and it does not control the heating of the unit. Sliding glass doors are supplied with all cases. And this is the control. When it's on and heating, it will say warm. When it finishes, it will say ready. To program, lower left touch, lower right touch, upper left touch. This gets you into the control panel, and to control the upper heat, you may set each well separately, 1 through 5, and by going up or down and setting the temperature, you can set well 1 and go to well number 2. The same process, set your internal temperature of your well, well 3, well 4, and well 5. We've now set the top temperature for each one of the cases. And to touch M, we'll memorize it. And now we're going down to the wells, and the temperature we can set right across 1 through 5, the same way we did above. Let's get out. Holding the X will bring you back to the beginning. Let's now go lower left, lower right, upper right, which will give you the temperature read, which you traditionally do not want to show. And lower left, lower right, and center will change it from F to C. And now to go back to that, lower left, lower right, top right will get you back into warming, and you always want it showing warming. Now to get into programming again, we're going to do the well temperatures. So we hit the wells, which are the bottoms. And again, 1 through 5 is available. Well number 1 we will set for 5. We'll go to well number 2, we'll set for 7. Well number 3 will go to 0. Well number 4 will go to 6. And well number 5 will go to 0. Now going back to memory, we're now loaded and all of the programs are set on the bottom. We checked the tops previously. To get out of there back to operation, we would go back and hit X, and that would bring us back to the beginning. This chart is a guideline for temperature settings for the WDCG heated case. And note, these are strictly guidelines and you need to adjust for your own situation. Note first fried items like chicken, potato wedges, appetizers, and etc. will be set at surface temperature of 5 and top temperature of 6. And wedges and chicken like to be stacked with open air areas to allow circulation of temperature. Side items like corn, green beans, mashed potatoes, and gravy like to be heated more from the bottom, and that would be set at surface temperature of 5, top temperature of 4. Entrees, casseroles like lasagna, mac and cheese, and Salisbury steak like a surface heat of 7 and a top heat of 5, which will stop the skinning of the product and darkening of the gravies. Meat entrees like roast beef, rotisserie chicken, meatloaf, and etc. like surface heat of 6 and top heat of 5. And understand also that you need to probe to check internal temperatures of products to make sure you're getting the correct hold temps. Federal law says 135 or above on all products held. My suggestion is 145 is the correct internal temperature for holding products. Here is the reservoir for the moist heated case and the probe for reading water level. You'll note that when that's in place, you can only use a 2.5-inch deep hotel pan as the well is affected by the height of the reservoirs. So that will affect the amount of food you can hold in. And you'll note with the reservoir, it is a 2.5-inch pan in the area of the reservoir. On the left, we have a 5.5-inch pan. On the right, we're showing you the 2.5-inch pan. This is the operation of the WDCG heated case. And notice that the pans are in when you preheat. You always want hot pans in. Never put food product into cold pans. And note the colors and the way the color pops in the WDCG because of the lighting and the mirrored rear doors. The product stands out beautifully and it will hold for hours. The longest hold that you should have in any food in any case is 4 hours. Manicuring the product, making sure the gravies are over the products will help to make them look fresh and vibrant. Note this is the self-serve side with either chicken or whatever other product you plan to contain in that area. But the presentation with the correct lighting makes all the difference. Never leave an almost empty pan in a display case. No one buys from almost an empty pan. Note how crisp and beautiful the chicken is being held here, both grilled and fried, and you have a 4-hour hold with no problem at all. There will never be a problem with keeping food warm in a WDCG case. Here's the cleaning of the WDCG case. In cleaning the WDCG case, open the front area, and there is an automatic stop at about 3/4 of the way up that'll hold the door in place. You never want to use ammonia-based cleaners. Windex is great for the glass. Pulling the bars, make sure that they're cool. If they're not, please use a cloth to remove them. You should let the case sit for about a half an hour before cleaning it. Here's the reservoir that we're removing for the moist case if it's ordered with that option. Now, you never fill the well with water. We're only going to spray and clean. And there should be only a small amount of drippage from the pans. There should not be a number of items or liquid in the bottom of the case. This should be cleaned every day, and it's simple to do. It's all 304 stainless, and it cleans beautifully. Making sure also with a clean cloth that you're wiping all interior glasses, and do not spray chemicals on the elements or the bulbs. There's no need to. Making sure that you wipe all of the surface areas within the display case. This is the display case, and the glass must be clean and it must look pristine at all times. Quick spray on the outside glass and a wipe down of the glass also, making sure that all areas are clean. Making sure that all the interior glass, if you see a mark, go back and get it. Again, the surface stainless pan should be cleaned for the self-serve side, and all surfaces of glass should be cleaned, interior and exterior. In the back, these are 2 sliding doors that lift out simply. Lift up, pull towards you, and remove. Take to the sink area for cleaning, and the same with the second panel. Very simply, up and out. This gives you access to the channels for cleaning. Very important to clean with soap and water and remove all crumbs, wiping all areas from fingerprints that may be there, and making sure that everything is clean. Drying the board after it's been in the wash area for cleaning, very important. And reinstalling the doors is very simple. Up into the back track for the first one and dropping down. Make sure it slides with the handle to the left, and the second one with the handle to the right, and the right-hand door has a special cutout for the control panel. We'll show you that in just a minute. Up into the track and down in the bottom track, make sure it slides well. Note the cutout that clears the control panel. If you put the wrong door on, it will not allow you to close the door, which is very important to keep closed at all times to keep temperature in. That is the BKI WDCG heated case. For more information, please contact BKI customer service directly at 1-800-927-6887. Thank you.